Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this video, that is Creo sketching. Today I'm going to continue from where I left on Creo sketching. Uh, let's get started. So since we are going for sketching, let's go for sketch two. And yeah, so in last video, so I explained about line, rectangle, arc, ellipse, circle. No, I didn't go for ellipse. So arc, circle, this check text, chamfer, fillets, offsets. Maybe I explained offset. So yeah, a couple of things were missed, and let's move forward and understand those. So in that one, first one is ellipse. Okay, so in ellipse there are two types. One is axis and ellipse. So you just have to click 2 points and you increase it, extend it, so you'll get 2 points. So we'll get ellipse. So just say 2 or 6, whatever. So this is one type of ellipse, axis and ellipse. And center and axis ellipse is something what we did it in line. Click on some center line, just extend it, so you will get 2 points. So 6, and this is 3. So this is how we have two types of ellipse. Okay, so that is with respect to ellipse. In terms of spline, spline is something like a neve curve. That means the free curve. Sorry, free curve where you can click wherever you want points like this, and it will give you a free curve like this, something like this. Yeah. So this is what the spline is. So hope you guys understand this. So the next thing is fillet. I think fillet and chamfer I explained, but half set I didn't explain. So let's go for half sets. Maybe I explained, but let's go ahead and start. So just say you have 7 inches of line. If you go for half set, you select a line and specify uh, what is the distance you want. You can edit it afterwards. Just say 1 like this. You can half set it any direction you want. Offset other direction, say like this, again and again, again, again. So like this you can offset any line or anything. So and then there is something called as thicken. So how do you work on thicken? So just say you have a line. Okay, let me clear everything and I'll show you. So just say you have a line. It's almost similar to offset, but you have more control on the features or the lines which you are drawing. So if you say thicken, you have three options. Thicken edges, you have single, chain, and loop. Single is something where you are just adding this thicken feature for only one line. Chain is something you have multiple lines. Loop is something where it is closed. So these are all the three options you have. Just open means it will okay, in chain you have three options: open, flat, and circular. Single and open means it will only have two open ends. Single and flat means it will be covered in a flat. I'll show you this. Circular means it will be a circular edge. Okay, so this is a single, and select the line. It will show you what is the thickness of it. So I would say 1 inch, and then direction I don't want this side means I'll say -1. See, you got the 1 inch distance. You can edit it any point of time. So this is how flat. Okay, so now same thing. Now I want to be thicken single, but in this time I don't want a open, I want a flat. Now you select say 1 thickness, and direction I'll keep it same way. See, now it became a rectangle. So it is flat now, right? Yeah. So all four edges are closed. So let me show you the third example of it. So now you have a line. You say you have 5 inches. Now you use a thicken feature, but this time in single I use circular. So select the line and say 1 inch and 1 inch. See, you got the radius. That means you got the circle. You can change it once you got the radius. Okay, so next we start a thicken feature in the chain command. So single is done. Now it is a chain command. So how we start the chain command? So chain command means you should have more than one lines. So let me draw on 2 lines, something like this. So to say you have 5 inches, let's say you have 3 inches. So now you have a chain of lines, 2 lines. So go for thicken chain. Open means your ends are not closed. Just select the 2 lines and give the distance and exit distance. See, now it is 1 inch, 6 inch and 4 inch. The ends are open. So this is for the open and chain. And let's go for second option, that is the flat one. So just say select two things. Now let me show you the flat one. So chain flat. Select 2 lines and say 1 minus 1. See, the ends are closed now. Okay, now I'll go for circular. So same, should have a chain of lines. Go for thicken chain circular. Select both. Say 1 minus 1. See, now we can see all three differences here: open, flat and circular. Open, flat and circular. So this is for the chain loop. Okay, so now let me delete this. Now there is a last option, that is the loop one. I'll show you in that one how the open, flat and circular looks like. Okay, so to have this, that means loop means your entity should be closed. Okay, so let me take one rectangle. Say 5. This is a 10. Okay, so now go to the thicken loop open. Select it 1 inch minus 1 inch. You can see now you got projected outside open. Since this is a loop, it always closed one. So now in flat also looks similar, but I'll go for the different options. Okay, so okay, so in the next option is loop flat. It's also similar to the open one. I'll just show you how it can be done. I'll take a different shape. So take a ellipse, say thicken loop flat, select it, say 1 and 1. So you can see it looped outside. Okay, so now let's go for loop final option, that is circular, and I'll tell you select something else. Okay, what else? Okay, select something here. Okay, I'll tell you what is this in the next one. Let me try this in thicken loop circular. Select this 1 and 1. You can see now it came all around. So this is what the thicken option is. We have multiple options. You can use it based on your requirement. So now this thicken is completed, and I have shown you guys center line and point and coordinate system, which is more similar to the datum one. And then what is next? And the palettes. So what is palette? Palettes are something which are predefined shapes which will be used for your sketches. So if you go on the palette, it has a predefined profiles. Let's go on profiles. You can say C section, I section, L section, T sections, and polygons. You can go for triangles, four sides, five sides polygons, and stars. You can go for the stars. How to add this to your sketch? You don't need to do much here. You just click on it, drag and drop, and here are some of the variables which you can add: rotation, scale, stuff like that. So just say 2 and say it is a 0 means it is horizontal. Just say okay. So it will be placed. I'll show you one more on the shapes. Say okay, like this. And then in profiles I'll show anyone. C section. Say okay. You have variables, you can change whatever you want to change. And then also after placing also you can change it. And then you have stars. I'll place some stars. Say okay. So this is how. And then you have polygons. Just say 6 sides. Then done. Okay. So this is what the palettes are. Hope you guys understand this palettes. Okay, cool. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment so that I can answer all of those. So now palettes, that mean all the sketching details, whatever it was there here, everything is completed. And I'll show you next option is edit. So I think what I'll do is I'll create one more video for this edit, and then one more for constraints, and then one more for dimensions. That's how I can manage lengthy videos in a short form. So stay tuned for editing, and then constraints, and then dimensions in part 3 and part 4. Thank you for watching.